Hey grillers, how you doing today? Thanks for tuning in again. Hey look, I got something special for you younger viewers today. You 16, 17, 18-year-olds or whatever. Well, let's first get started with this. Father's Day is coming up next month. Why don't you give your pops a break, and I'm going to show you how to cook something real special for him. And while we get started, what are we dipping on today? Some of that there Copenhagen straight. You know, anybody that knows me knows that this is my dip of choice. Plus, still got that project back there to finish up. All right, what are we cracking today? Well, today we're going to crack some of that there bush. Why? Well, they came out with a new can not too long ago for the fishing season. Different cases have different fish on them. I think there's 4. Yeah, 4 as a matter of fact. That's one of each can you can get right there. I think they're pretty cool, pretty special. Each case actually comes with its own trophy can of that fish. So, yeah, if you're old enough to drink, go get your case of bush, get you some trophy cans. What are we spitting in? Well, a while back you guys saw that I got my free mud jug roadie from Skoal, and that is what we are dipping in today, but I kind of decorated it with my own stickers. And no, that is not a McDonald's sign, fellas. Take a close look. That's right. And on the other side, that's right. I don't know if is that going to come out right for you guys. Might be backwards. Anyway, warning, choking hazard. All right, so what are we going to cook today? Well, we are going to do what I call a barbecue bacon cheeseburger explosion. It's a variation of the bacon explosion videos that came out a couple years ago. Everybody did them a couple years ago. It was a, I don't know, it was a fad, I guess, but yeah, I'm going to do a little variation on that. Instead of doing it with pork, I'm going to do it with hamburger and make it into like just a giant cheeseburger wrapped in bacon. I'm going to show you guys how to set up a basic grill. You know, your pops might not want him touching. You might not want him, damn it. Your pops might not want you touching his, you know, nice grill or whatever. Well, I've got me a cheap grill. I think it was 30 bucks, something like that. You know, have moms go buy you one so you can impress them. Yeah, have your mom go buy you one so you can impress them, and you know, let him kick back, drink a couple beers while you cook him dinner on Father's Day. It's going to be a slow cook. You don't need to be an expert smoker, you know, griller to do this. I'll show you exactly how to set your charcoals up. You'll never have to touch them through the whole day. You won't have to add any. It should take about 3 hours. 2.5 to 3 hours to cook this. So don't make plans. You won't have to actually keep checking on it. You will have to, well, yeah, you should probably check on it about every half hour or so, but I'm going to show you how to deflect the heat from it, you know, so you're not burning the ends of it. But, yeah, all right, so we'll get started. Here's a list of what you'll need. All right, guys, so first thing we got here is we got our hamburger laid out. And what we're going to do, that's about a pound, pound and a half, I think, something like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to actually just flatten that out. Kind of like just, this is going to be basically the same as we did with the meatloaf recipe. A couple variations on it. This particular hamburger was actually I got from a butcher. It's really fine cut. I'm really hoping this works for what I want to do with it. Yeah, we'll try it out, and we'll, you know, if not, I'll make another video with other hamburgers. But Yeah, just any old hamburger will work. Basically what you want to do is just flatten that out. And then you're going to get your, got yourself some onion, okay? And we're going to finely dice that, you know, dice it real fine. One second while I do that. And instead of actually mixing it in like we did with the meatloaf into the meat, we're just going to sprinkle that right on there. You know, just give yourself a, whatever you guys want to put in or on a hamburger is what you're going to put inside this roll. Just like that. Excuse me. And we're going to use some white cheddar. There wouldn't be a cheeseburger without cheese, right? That's a nice little helping of cheese. And this wouldn't be a barbecue show if we didn't use some barbecue. So what I'm using today is some of the Sticky Fingers Carolina Sweet. This is really good stuff. I really like this stuff right here. Now we're not going to use a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot. We're just going to drizzle this in here just a little bit. Just some extra flavoring. Again, whatever your pops likes on his burgers is what you want to put inside this here. It's, you know, if he wants mushrooms. I wouldn't suggest doing lettuce or tomatoes. Vegetables don't really cook too well like that, especially those two. What you can do is, you know, slice it afterwards and, you know, put lettuce and tomato on top if he wants. Put it on some bread. Yeah, so from here, what you're going to do, if you have some bacon bits or whatever, if you want to fry some bacon up beforehand, crumble it up, put it in there. That's a good idea also. Then what you want to do is you want to actually roll this up. Hopefully this will roll. As fine cut as this is, it might not roll right, but having a hard time here. Yeah, definitely not wanting to roll like it should. I think right now I'm going to recommend you guys just use store-bought hamburger because this stuff is just way too fine cut and it will not pack. Son of a gun. All right, well, we're not going to mess with that too much more. We're going to leave that just like it is. And I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, as you can see, I got a couple slices of bacon laid out. What you can do is best bacon to use is the really thick sliced bacon, by the way. This is not the thick sliced. And then what you can do is lay one down the center and pull every other row back over itself. Lay another slice. And keep doing the same process. And then you reverse it. And what you end up with is a basket weave, basically. Then what you want to do is you want to get your roll that you made, your hamburger roll, which just fell apart on me. And then you want to grab your bacon from underneath and you want to roll that up. That bacon should stick to itself pretty much. What the heck is going on there? And of course, if you need to, you can wrap a couple around the ends. If you want to, throw in some toothpicks to hold them. And there you have a bacon cheeseburger loaf. Alright, tubers, if you look right here, what you can see is I did about 3 rows, 3 high of charcoal right around the outside of the grill. And I've got some charcoal down here in my chimney started. And yeah, once that gets ashed up, we'll add that in there. Alright, so as you can see, they started to get pretty ashy. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you position them where they're going to catch the other coals on fire as they burn. Okay? This type of technique is called the snake technique. And there's actually a lot of controversy about using this type of technique. Some people say that it's not good for you because of the chemicals in the charcoal. Well, what we'll do is we'll let that set for a second there while I explain this to you and make sure that everything's catching, and then we'll continue cooking. Alright, yeah guys, so here's a controversy about using charcoal briquettes and doing the snake technique. Okay, a lot of people are saying that there's chemicals in the charcoal, in the briquette type charcoal, not the lump charcoal, which you can do the same setup for, that is harmful for you, and that you're supposed to wait until they're completely ashed over before you cook on them. That is true to an extent. If you are using match light charcoal or any other instant light charcoal, then yes. That stuff's really bad for you. You got to wait for it all to be ashed over and ready to cook on. I'm using Kingsford Original, which has none of the instant light chemicals in it. I think the actual charcoal powder stuff is held together with cornstarch or something like that. It's not going to be bad for you. You can slow cook it that way. So yeah, to an extent, it is bad for you if you're using certain types of charcoal briquettes. So we'll go check on the charcoal, see how it's doing, and keep cooking from there. As you can see, it's starting to light the other charcoals. I put a pan with some water on there. We'll put the meat on and go from there. So we got the meat on there, and as you can see, I made some little tinfoil guards. I just tucked up under the meat, and that's just going to help keep the edges from getting burnt. And yeah, we'll check back on that in about an hour. Another thing I want to tell you is there's you know, holes, your vent holes. Keep the bottom ones open, and just use, you know, control your heat with the ones in the top. Okay, you want this to stay right about 250 degrees. It's going to be about 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Hey grillers, all right, so let's go ahead and check on this. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe roughly an hour, 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and check on this and see what's going on. All right, well, as you can see, hopefully through the smoke, oh, it's starting to cook up real nice in there. Yeah, it's been about an hour, like I said, hour and 20 minutes. I think it's going to take roughly about 3 hours or so, you know, 2.5 at least. Get that cooked right. But as you can see over here, see that snake effect? That charcoal is burning all the way around to the back side now. So now also what I did was, while I was, you know, waiting on this time to pass, I went ahead and chunked up some potatoes and seasoned them. We're going to go ahead and set these on the grill as well. We'll come out and we'll flip them around about every 20 minutes or so, just to keep them, you know, from burning. Might want to make sure that they're totally tucked into the grill. And there we go. All right, we're about 2.5 hours into the cooking process. Yeah, let's crack this open and see what we got going on here. Now you can see my taters are cooking pretty nice. I've been flopping them around and moving them so they keep cooking, cook evenly. Now look at that. How friggin' beautiful is that? Oh yeah, I'd say we got about another half an hour. And that shit's gonna be ready to frickin' dig into, brothers. Hell yeah. Hey growers, check it out. 3 hours on the money, and look at that. That charcoal is still going hot. I expect that to probably last about another hour and a half to 2 hours. So, you know, that's a really good way to do your charcoal. Now, if you want to see what the hell we came up with, I'll show you. Look at that. How freaking beautiful is that setup? Let me, there we go. We'll pan out this way. How freaking beautiful is that, huh? Got some country fried taters, cheeseburger wrapped in bacon, basically. Man, I'm telling you what, this is going to be one hell of a freaking meal right there. All right, tubers, as you can tell, I'm losing some light in the shed. My overhead light took a crap on me. Really sucks when that happens. I have to go get another one. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll tell you what, wow, it turned out real moist, real succulent, and it tasted really good. Yeah, for you younger guys, just follow that video right there and, impress your dad, thrill your dad, grill it and thrill it. You know what I mean? And, yeah, so check it out. I just got a call. Might be going out on the road for a little bit. And we'll be doing some grilling on the road if this job comes through. So, I'll show you how to cook on the road as well. You know what? Till then, you just got to freaking crack one, pack one, grill and thrill, guys. And we'll see you later.